How you doing, guys? File91e here. Sorry for the late Raw report, but I've been doing a lot of stuff this week with work and whatnot, so it's finally the time I've had some time to talk to you about it. So this is my Raw review for June 14th from Charlotte, North Carolina. The whole theme of the show was the repercussions from last week. Last week being the NXT beatdown and dismantling of the Raw set and ring. The show started with a recap of last week, and interestingly enough, they did not show any Daniel Bryan in the footage. If they did, it was always a wide shot. Obviously, everybody knows this now, but Daniel Bryan was released because of the violent nature of what he did to Justin Roberts. He was a well-liked and well-respected person in the locker room, so the reports say. So the first real segment was Wade Barrett in the ring, and he was there to apologize for last week. Bret Hart, the general manager Bret Hart, said that he needed to apologize for last week. So we called out all the NXT wrestlers, and they came in from the audience, and everybody at ringside left because they feared what was going to happen. There were no apologies. I thought that was good. They actually mentioned Daniel Bryan, saying that he wasn't there because they kicked him out because Daniel Bryan felt remorse, I guess, for what he did, and that won't happen. They can't have that. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. Anyway, Bret Hart came out, and you know what? He fired Wade Barrett because Wade Barrett tried to do some stuff, and he fired Wade Barrett. So Wade Barrett and all the NXT rookies are now outcasts. They're like the NWO. Now. Whatever. Anyway, there was a Fatal 4-Way match because they were promoting the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view for the U.S. Championship. It was R-Truth, John Morrison, Zack Ryder, and The Miz going 1-on-4 or whatever. They were all, scrambling in there. It was a good match. I enjoyed it for what it was. You had four great talents in there. The Miz, he snuck a victory after John Morrison hit the that spinning thing that he does, the Starship Pain, and it was a pretty interesting finish. There were some great spots in the match, just very cool. Then there was Orton in the back. He was commenting on his shoulder. I wrote a note here in my little notebook. It said Orton is over. He is over as a mother right now. Very cool. I'm really happy for that. Oh yeah. The only thing about the Fatal 4-Way, I hate it when they cut to commercial during the match. It stops all the heat that was built up, all the energy that was built up in the match. It stops it dead, and I can't stand it. I cannot stand it when they cut to a commercial during the match, during any match. It just stops all the good karma flowing. So I just wanted to make a note of that. I hate that when it happens. Anyway, there's the guest host Mark Feuerstein. Big Show. He's going to be in an episode of Royal Pains. I think it's coming on tonight. He was in the back, with the Bellas putting over the show and everything. He's really pepped up and whatever. Just a heart. I hate the guest hosts. I really do. They're just doing that just to, put some stuff over. Anyway, Ted DiBiase apparently tried to buy his guest host spot, but Big Show, put a stop to that, and it's now Big Show. And Mark Feuerstein versus Virgil and Ted DiBiase later on the night. So, God help me. Jesus, God help me. And there's too many commercials. I mentioned here, too many commercials during this. I really, I don't know. I just thought there was way too many commercials. They were just annoying me. Anyway, you had Chris Jericho versus Evan Bourne, DQ finish. It was lame. There was a couple spots that were good, but they didn't give this match any time. Come on now. This could have been a really good match, but with the DQ finish, it was really stupid. Bourne hit the airborne though, which was great. He along with Orton right now is very over, and I'm actually happy about that because Evan Bourne is a great wrestler. All right, let's see here. Second page. This segment actually should have happened. This was the John Cena segment where he came out to address the crowd about NXT. and because this is the big thing right now. I'm glad that they actually did a couple segments with this. NXT guys came out from the crowd, and the WWE locker room actually came in to help because because they were going to beat up John Cena, and the whole locker room came out to help. I'm talking Sheamus, Orton, all the guys. They kind of broke rank there. But yeah, it was a great segment. I really enjoyed it. I was hoping that there would be more, and just stay tuned. There was. There was a promo for the Taker DVD. I bought that DVD. I did a DVD unboxing of it. Check it out. I might do a DVD review of it. It's a really great DVD. I watched it all 3 discs. Really cool stuff. Check that out. There was a reaction from Sheamus as to why he helped John Cena. He said it was because he didn't want John Cena getting hurt for his match and pulling out of his match or whatever. It was just some BS answer. But they just wanted to, showcase Sheamus anyway. There was a recap of the Divas match from last week. Whatever, I didn't care about that match. The women's wrestling in WWE right now, if you want to call it wrestling, really isn't that good. If you want good women's wrestling in mainstream wrestling, go to TNA. Eve and Gail Kim versus Alicia Fox and Maurice. I love Maurice, and Gail Kim's a great wrestler. The other two, they're just divas. I really don't think that they're anything special. Alicia Fox accidentally hit Maurice. It was an opponent miscommunication sort of thing, and Maurice was not happy about the whole thing. So Eve and Gail Kim won that tag team match. It's going to be a fatal 4-way at Fatal 4-Way for the women's title. They just wanted to put that over. Big Show and Mark Feuerstein versus Ted DiBiase and Virgil. Big Show obviously did most of the work. Feuerstein did a stupid worm, Sky 2 Hottie worm elbow drop after the choke slam onto Virgil. It was just stupid. This match was pointless. It was just, I guess, to just put Mark Feuerstein over, and because Big Show's going to be on the Royal Pains tonight. Check it out. I might check it out just to see Big Show because I like him as an actor. He was in what was it, The Waterboy, Captain Insano. Anyway, so after that it was William Regal versus Santino. I think it was a 2.5-minute match. I really honestly think it was a 2.5-minute match. Vladimir Kozlov was the guest ref. I think the entrances were actually longer than the actual match. And Santino won with, pulling the tights and, I guess just showing that Vladimir and Santino are in cahoots. So, whatever. Anyway, Hart came out and brought out all the WWF superstars to protect, the next main event. And it was actually a great main event. It was John Cena and Orton, versus Edge and Sheamus. This was a great match. Again, for whatever reason, Raw just can't book a whole episode of Raw. They have to have a couple good segments, and then everything else is crap. The NXT stuff is great. This final main event was great. Everything else sucked. It was decent wrestling. It was a good match. The NXT rookies, in the end, the NXT rookies were shown destroying the backstage area. Because all the Raw superstars were in the actual wrestling arena itself, there was nobody backstage to keep them out. So after they got run off, by the WWE superstars earlier in the night, they came back and they cleaned house. They actually wound up abducting Bret the Hitman Hart, threw him in a limousine and backed that limousine into pretty much everything. They just flung them around or whatever. The last image on Raw was Hart, just kind of wincing in pain and whatnot. But it was pretty cool. It was a really good ending. I think they're really putting over these NXT guys really well. They need to bring back Daniel Bryan. WWE, if you're smart, bring back Daniel Bryan. Just because just the fact that the reason he got fired was BS. So, but whatever. So a great, main event. It was actually a great match. They gave him some time to actually go out and work, and you had 4 guys that could really work, and, Orton is just over. I mean, I think more than Cena he pretty much is, because, Orton's Orton, and I didn't think I'd like him, but he is really good. I mean, he has really become something interesting, so I'm really interested in seeing what happens next week on Raw, when they have more NXT stuff, and, these next couple weeks could be pretty cool. So check out Raw and the next coming weeks, because it's going to be pretty neat. So yeah, that's my opinions on WWE Raw for June 14th. If you don't like them or whatever, what the hell? Tell me why in the comment section below. So I will see you all next week, hopefully, for another Raw review, and I'll try to be on time next week. So thanks guys for watching, and check out obviously the Wrestle Theme Review shows. The Wrestle Theme Review show that I do with Corn Check every week, and that one will be up this weekend. So check it out. I'm going to see Toy Story 3 tomorrow. Bye guys.